Hold on a minute. You had me for a second there when you combined tomato and grilled cheese, and then you said grilled cheese went into the Bloody Mary?
Okay, so this is the Bloody Mary I had yesterday, right? Okay. So it was a spicy Bloody Mary mix. I don't really know what was in it. I used pickle juice from regular pickles. Then I put hot ghost pepper pickles in the Bloody Mary. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of hot sauce, and then just like seasoning salt and pepper. And then you make grilled cheese, okay, and you cut it up into little triangles, preferably. And then you just like put them on the edge. And it tastes like, it's like tomato soup, but there's vodka in it.
Okay.
And then grilled cheese.
Is it cold? Like gazpacho?
It's like,
Yeah, it can't be warm.
yeah,
Is it like
I
cold
guess.
like that? So it's a
Yeah, but
cold.
the spice heats it up, you know? It's like,
It sounds like a
hits your body.
marinade.
Yeah, it's so good. That's what I do on Sundays. I have my special little Bloody Marys.
I love that.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at
It's
all.
a good
right?
hangover drink.
Yeah, I mean, the cheese, yeah. So that's how you make a good Bloody Mary.
Welcome to the Tragedy Academy, a show created to bridge societal divides in a judgment-free zone using candor and humor. We are here today with Postmates Malone, a.k.a. Glizzy McGuire, Sarah Donna.
That was my
Welcome back.
for the longest time.
Gary, you get to meet Sarah for the first time. She is an OG to the Tragedy Academy. Actually, all the way back,
Excellent.
I think it was episode 4.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years, I think. Almost.
Yeah, it's going on 2 years. I looked this morning. I was like, holy shit.
I was thinking about that too. I think we filmed in like, I don't know, like February or something of not last year, but the year before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time
That's a
has
long time
flown.
ago.
Everything's evolved so much. You're so active. So I feel like I've been on a trip with you the last 2 years.
That's crazy. 'Cause I feel so sedentary. I feel like I do nothing all day. But I'm like also one of those people too that if I'm not doing 7 million things at once, I feel like I'm doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, I know that feeling.
So you live in that state of being, Gary.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm the same way. It's growing up in the Midwest and wanting to get out of there and do things with your life. I
Where
think
in
that's
the
what I
Midwest are you
attribute it
from?
to. Cleveland.
Okay, I'm from all over Southeast Michigan, but
Yeah, he told me, and
Yeah,
I've noticed you wear a lot of Detroit shirts.
oh yeah, my Red Wings. It's cold. It's raining.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is a great time to film because it's like the natural light my apartment gets in the morning is awesome, and then it rains,
It's perfect.
which doesn't ever happen in LA. You know, pretty rare occurrence. I was like, that's awesome. So if my lighting looks a little like prison-esque, that's why.
Well, this is
Just a touch.
actually the time for tomato soup and a grilled cheese.
I know. I thought about making Bloody Mary, but I was like, I had 2 yesterday, and I was like, no, we can't. I'm gonna go to the gym after this. So I was like, no Bloody Marys. Maybe after.
Put it in the water bottle. Running on the treadmill.
Just like sucking
I'm
on
gonna run
creamy
my
tomato.
mile with
It'll probably get guys
The
to stop hitting on
heartburn.
you at the gym. They get
Maybe.
closer, like, oh, what the hell's in there?
My acid reflux just ran up like,
Yeah,
I just
literally.
verped a little thinking about running with tomato soup in my mouth.
Oh,
Like,
man, that'd
little
be
grilled
great.
cheeses in there too.
That might be the key. You could run forever with that.
I don't know.
Like, you don't have to stop to eat.
I'm not. Running is a new thing for me, so I can only do like I've been doing a mile. It's a long mile because I'm not a runner. So I don't know if I could do like grilled cheese and
Yeah,
running.
but your legs are like super short, so that's a long ass mile. Like,
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
I'm giving you an extra third credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running 3 times as far as everyone else when I run a mile because my legs are so short. So I
love it.
think it's really 3 miles, if anything.
Yeah.
You've got
Or
a
a
ratio.
third of them.
It's math. I'm pretty good at it. So
Running's pretty pointless, I would have
you
to
know
say.
what though? It's I hate it. It's one of those things that I hate so much. I hate running. I'm like pissed when I do it, pissed the whole time. But it's like one of those things that I want to be good at because I hate it so much. I don't know. It's an ego thing, I
Yeah.
think. I probably am in need of an ego death or something. But yeah, I do it out of spite because I hate
Yeah.
it so much.
I've done that before.
For me, it's dopamine. I have such a lack of dopamine, that ADHD head,
Mhm.
that my baseline is like negative 25. So I need a hard run. And I've got to be like walked like a dog in order to have like that baseline dopamine to be able to live.
That's kind of how it is for me too. Like lifting weights doesn't cut it anymore. Like, I need to be, like, drenched in sweat. I have to put in, like, at least, like, I need to be running for, like, 30 minutes. I mean, that's a lie. I don't run for 30 minutes, but
I love the
That's a
candle.
long mile. That's a long mile.
half the time I run for, like,
Man.
15 minutes. Okay. And it usually ends up being, like, a little over. I walk some of it too. It ends up being, like, a mile and a half total. And then I have to lift weights. And then I take a cold shower. And that's, like, the only thing that cuts it. Like, otherwise
it's so funny you said that. I saw a video this morning on cold showers and dopamine, and that it's super healthy to take an ice cold shower because it raises all those endorphin levels, and then it tapers off over time.
Yeah,
That's inflammation
I
too.
started doing it because it's good for your skin. That's why I didn't start doing it for, like, mental health stuff. But like, once you get past a certain point, it, like, they don't bother. I don't do freezing showers. It's just cold. You know, like, it's just, like, uncomfortable.
It's like 79.
I was about to say, you're in
It's like-
LA. The water's at a brisk 82 every day.
I go to bed.
the water's cold in LA.
Huh?
The water's cold
here.
in LA.
Yeah.
But the water too. It's a misconception. Like, the water's never warm in Los Angeles when you get in the ocean.
I mean,
always cold.
I'm from Great Lakes. They're cold compared to here. Like,
Well, it's not. Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's
so
definitely compared to that, but it's not like Florida where you could, like, you have to wear a wetsuit in the summertime or you're still freezing.
Yeah, I mean, like, the first time I went into, I don't like the water. It's hard to get me to go in. But the first time I went to the beach here and I, like, put my feet in, everyone was like, it was January. Everyone was like, it's going to be so cold. It's going to be so cold. I was like, oh, this is not bad at all. You guys are babies. But,
Yeah.
it's still, I mean, yeah. So it's a fairly cold shower. And then I'm in out. And then I go get my hemp milk smoothie that the gym has.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it's actually not that good. It's one of those things that you eat and you're like, this is terrible, and then you just keep eating it for some reason.
Nope.
The texture.
So you just torture the shit out of yourself every day.
Nope.
You're like, I run, I hate it. Freeze my ass off in the shower, I hate it. And I drink this shitty shake, I hate it. And then I'm ready to go for the day.
But I love it. I do it every day.
I listened back to one of your old episodes on the Reckless Bitch podcast. And one of the things that I stopped on, which was super funny, is that you have the cleanest ass in any 7-Eleven at any given time.
Wait, what?
She's so Gary. What?
Clean it, what?
No directions, mind you. I used one wrench. That's it. Nothing else. Everything else I had that thing installed in 10 minutes.
I thought you said 7-Eleven.
Pro bidet.
It's not a high benchmark, but 7-Eleven does have a pretty low benchmark.
Wait, you did say, there's one at 7-Eleven? I'm so confused.
No, in Japan. This is why I brought it up, is because when I heard it, it made me laugh, number one, because your descriptions are always, mwah. You said that first spray is like getting cold Sprite blown on your BH, right? When you wake up in the morning.
Like a McDonald's Sprite.
Yeah,
why
like
is
a McDonald's Sprite.
BH makes it sound so much worse.
It's funny.
BH makes it sound way worse.
Hearing this back is really funny because I don't remember.
I do this all the time. When I listen back, I'm like, I fucking said that? Like, I told somebody one time that they had their mustache was so fuzzy that it looked like a bad chicken wing. Like when you pull out that one that's got like the little hairs on it.
Where are you getting your chicken wings at? Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's got like those sad 3 burnt feathers on it.
No, I don't ever get the hairy chicken wings. I get the ones without it.
Yeah. I like my chicken wings with like extra hair clippings. I get mine from the barber shop.
Yeah, I go hair free.
For a nice dusty 70s mustache on the end.
Yeah, no. That kind of turns me off. I can eat it.
So, no, the reason why I said that is you need to, you said you installed your own. You went through all that. You should be proud. But they do make a heated version. And it blow dries. It blow dries as well. And
I don't have that one.
It will select where it wants to spray.
I do have that too. So mine is hot and cold. The issue is like I live in an apartment and my hot water hookup is under my sink. So if I want to attach the hot water, I still have all the stuff. So if I leave here and I can add the hot water other places.
Doesn't that suck?
But, so I can only have cold water. Honestly, not bad though. It's better for your skin, and it wakes you up. And like we talked about earlier, the water really is not super cold. Like if this was in Michigan, I'd be kind of pissed. But like here, it's like shocking, but it's like fine.
Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure that you were aware that they had these extra ones. They even play like a song at the end and shit.
I'm aware. Don't you worry about it.
Oh, you remember? I am of the mindset that toilet paper is for animals. We should be evolved beyond that. I do not understand the purpose of it. If it was on your arm, paper would not suffice. You would have a fucking heart attack. You'd run to the sink, throw your arm in there. It'd be something you told your friends about, all sorts of other shit. But I'll be damned if it's on your butt, then you'll just smear it around there and hope you did a good job and go on about your day.
Yeah, literally. Toilet paper is for drying off. Okay.
Yes.
It's drying. I also am pro, like, I'm pretty fiscally responsible, but there are some things I do not like cheap out on, and toilet paper is one of them. I buy the nicest toilet paper. It could be the last dollar in my bank account. I swear to God, I will not buy dollar store toilet paper. Can't do it. I'll just not eat that day. If my option is eating that day or having nice toilet paper, but I also buy it in bulk.
But if you don't eat, you don't even need the toilet paper. So just, I don't even know.
There you go. Well, I mean, then I just want it for ego purposes, I guess. But
no, buying bulk is the way to go.
Yeah, I literally have probably. I don't think I'll need to buy toilet paper for 6 months. I'm not even kidding. I think I have I buy like industrial packs, and then I'll
I do the
split it
same
with my
thing.
friends and stuff. Same with paper
Oh,
towels.
I keep mine. I don't split that shit with anybody.
Well, I'll
after
be like,
that whole COVID thing.
It'll be like, $200 or whatever for a big thing of it, and I'll be like, okay, let's all go like.
Whoa, you're talking.
Okay, you're talking a whole different
TP.
Yeah, okay, you're talking a whole different thing than I'm talking about. I'm talking about like 20 rolls. Packs. Yeah, I'm talking about like $49.99.
She's measuring her toilet paper by the pallet.
Yeah, just because a pallet dropped off.
200 pounds.
Your units of measurement are not on par with what she's talking about.
No. I buy like 20 rolls or so, maybe more. No,
That's what I'm thinking. Like you're splitting that 8-pack from Sam's or something like that.
No.
Let's go half on a pallet.
Wholesale.
Well, at least you don't do what we do, and that is subscribe to something by accident and then let it keep getting delivered to you every couple of months and then forget to turn it off each time it shows up at your door. I had it looked like I won the Price is Right second prize in dishwasher tabs of Cascade, like for a lifetime underneath my fucking sink, which is containers of Cascade.
Nice.
What I do, because I love a subscription for like the first 3 months, and then after that I don't care about it and I forget about it. I just unless you're my bank and you're listening to this, I just cancel my debit card and get a new one, and then it just cancels the subscriptions.
I'm with you because recently, for the first time, I lost my debit card or something happened to it, and when I got the new one, I watched so much shit fall off that I had forgotten about in subscriptions.
I had America Online for 10 years.
AOL.
I had it 10 years too late. There was one lady in a basement somewhere, smoking a cigarette, the last one left. She's like, oh no, he's not paying anymore.
Paul Mall, Commodore 64.
They kept calling me. They're like, you sure you don't want it? I'm like, for what? They're like,
we just mailed you 6 CDs of free subscriptions.
They were charging me $9.99 till 2 years ago. Okay, maybe crazy. 7 years ago, but it was way long.
It's time for a new credit card.
No,
100%.
Yeah,
that is a good reset.
Where is this $200 coming from? Why do I have an extra $200? I'm like, because I was subscribed to some weird and some of the stuff I'll subscribe to. I'm my worst enemy. I'll subscribe to dumb stuff. I'll be $9.99 a month. That's nothing. Pocket change, and it'll be templates.
30 of those.
Word templates.
Yeah, I do the same shit. I have so many of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to run a background check on someone from work. I'm like, I'll get the extra background one. It's and then all of a sudden it's $299 a month. $290. I'm a fucking lawyer now. This is awesome.
No, I have I pay for. I don't pay for. Is it background check or is it public record? Because a lot of people don't know the difference.
This one's background check. It does social media searches and all kind of different shit.
because I pay for, like, I still have, like, access to public record, and I will never get rid of that. Because, like, any of my girlfriends go on a date, I'm like, send me whatever information.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. So, or like if
I hate when people do that.
In the modeling and acting world, it's like, I mean, first off, public record's not very accurate. It goes off of information that they've purchased from like what you've put in online. Some of it comes from like your voter registry and stuff, but a lot of the times it's like almost right. It's a good starting point, you know. But like when you're modeling and acting and stuff, they'll just be like, show up at this location, and you're just like, okay. Or
Yeah,
like,
I do that all the time.
That's super sketchy.
Go to this location. Yeah, it always is. And they'll be like, okay, show up here, and you're going to talk to this guy named Kyle. And they're going to shuttle you to a second location. You're not allowed to know the address. And like you'll just like waltz up to this like 7-Eleven parking lot, and there'll be like 2 other girls there, and you're like, you guys here for the thing? And they'll be like, yeah. You'll be like, sick. Sometimes you don't even know what it is.
I feel like you're taking your shot. Like the 3 of you are looking at each other. Okay, so is this the time that we're kidnapped or not?
Yeah.
And then I'm there in the parking lot, like it's gonna be fine.
Did you tell me about the time that you were you went for a rap video shoot at an apartment and ended up in a bedroom where like I forget what it was you told me about. It was like some weird situation.
That's not weird. That's every rap video.
I mean, I think I know what video shoot you're talking about, but I can't remember what the weird situation was.
It was something super bizarre.
There's been a lot of weird shit. I do a lot of rap music videos. I've actually slowed down on that because I feel like it's starting to impact like me getting other jobs, because now it's just like it's like all like inner video vixen stuff, and it's like,
well, shit. I mean, you've done some huge names.
Can't talk about it.
Oh, really?
I can't talk about it.
That's super cool.
I can't talk about it in interviews. Yeah, none of them. Yeah. I mean, it's public knowledge that I'm in them. Like, I have the credit online and stuff. Like, if you Google it, my name comes up. So, like, I can be like, yeah, that was me, but I'm not allowed to talk about any of that in interviews, like, specifically in my contract. Oh. There's some
you're moving on from them anyway.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's like 10 years. Can't talk about it in interviews. Isn't that crazy?
Well, that's what I love about talking with Sarah, because the topics are all over the place. Like, last time we talked,
I can tell you so many crazy things. There's a lot of things
we talked about, like the CIA gateway documents, and then at one point we were talking about what should happen at your funeral, or what you want to happen at your funeral. Because I know that we talked about you wanted all your pictures to be thirst traps, and we wanted a cameo appearance from some weird celebrity to throw everybody off.
Okay.
John Stamos.
Yep, that's that. Who was the comedian that said that?
Let me tell you about John Stamos. Okay, years ago on Twitter, he tweeted at me. Yeah,
my wife would be jealous of you.
I tweeted at him, and he liked it, and he tweeted at me, and I don't remember what it was, but I'll never forget it. So,
but I don't remember what it was, but I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
Yeah. I know what happens. Yeah,
nice.
Well, that was like the first celebrity that tweeted me, so I was like, sick, because I'm not on Twitter like that. You know, like I don't have a huge following. I just kind of like tweet random things.
I feel like you're on Twitter ironically.
Yeah, who's on
Because
Twitter?
The stuff that you say is fucking hysterical. You're always saying the most random shit.
Yeah.
I love it. That's where those names came from.
Wait, it's what?
That's where those names came from when we opened the show. Glizzy McGuire, Postmates Malone.
Glizzy McGuire, yeah. I forgot about the Postmates Malone. That was my name for a long time. But yeah, so what I have to do though, because sometimes I will come up. So all of those tweets I come up with at night, they're all night tweets. Very rarely do I come up with a tweet during the day. I have to put them in my drafts and then like go through it and make sure it's not like a weird thing to say. Because sometimes I will have thoughts and I'm like, this one is a keep to yourself thought. You know, like I don't know, the public should know this thought or know that I'm having this
thought.
Those
are the good ones.
Like,
well, there was a fight related one that I did grab because I thought that Gary would be interested in this. And
he's turned into a robot.
I'm going to quote this tweet here. UFC and pro boxing is cool and all, but what if instead it was just me bare knuckle boxing bootlickers?
I don't even know what a bootlicker is.
I actually think I deleted that one. But yeah, I do like. I was pissed about something.
I mean, I don't know what a bootlicker is, but I could make that happen. I make way weirder people fight each other.
He does.
All the time.
I actually am like a trained boxer. I train for MMA and stuff. I've been hit in the head too many times though. I don't think anyone would I would be down to go in the ring with just about anyone. I'm like a very skilled fighter. I have like very good technique. Especially with boxing, more boxing than MMA. But I don't think I would pass like I've had too many concussions. I don't know.
You would pass.
I don't know about that.
I'm a 1,000,000% sure you would pass.
I don't know.
I get people.
I think too many times. I don't know if they would. Like, I have brain damage a little bit.
I do medicals on fighters about 100 times a year, and they pass somehow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Have you ever thought about slap fighting?
Slap fighting?
Yes.
I feel like my hands are really small, and I think that gives me a disadvantage.
No, it's like
or you
what's it like with the impacts like spread out more? It's like not as impactful, right? What's that? There's like a rule, like something like that.
I think you want to cup your hand. It makes a bigger sound. It's like a little more sting when you slap someone. I'm not a slapper, but
you could be.
I think that like
I want a shirt that says that. I'm not.
You could be though.
I want that shirt.
I mean, you could be a professional slapper starting right now if you wanted to.
Yeah, he could.
You could start today.
Maybe. There's. I'll make a list.
You don't get to pick your slappies.
I don't get to pick.
That's not how it works.
Oh.
Who wouldn't sign up for that gig? If you get to pick all the people you slap, I would pick so many people.
Okay, top 3. Who are your top 3?
Oh, top 3 slaps.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit. My high school bully. Okay. High school bully, number 1.
High school bully.
Number one. Would love to like start in the east corner of Madison Square Garden, sprint and jump and Superman slap him into fucking
Let's
next
just go do that.
year.
That's like some Super Saiyan shit. I would slap probably the IRS. Anyone, honestly.
Oh, we're slapping entities?
Someone higher up, right? Like if you're just there putting your 9 to 5 in, like worker solidarity, but whoever the bourgeoisie of the IRS, slap them.
That's this daily worker that likes their job too much. That's fucking your life up. It's not the big picture, guys.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos, slap. Don't like Jeff Bezos.
I don't know, man. My prime shit gets here quick.
Where are you gonna get 200 rolls of toilet paper
for them at the moment?
I do get it from Amazon. I do get but we could slap Jeff Bezos and seize the means of production of Amazon. Make Amazon a better place. I'd be paying more for sure, but I only buy toilet paper like twice a year.
Yeah, so by 200 rolls,
whatever.
It's amazing. Yeah.
I have a cabinet next to me, and the whole it's like floor to ceiling. Whole cabinet is toilet paper and paper towel. Not even.
Mine's baby wipes or like wet wipes for the bathroom. I've got stacks and stacks of those packets.
I just get baby wipes from the dollar store. But baby wipes aren't good for your skin, so I try not to use them.
That's a risk, though, man. A cheap baby wipe and your finger will pop through the other side. Like
how aggressively are you wiping?
No,
that's a risk.
No. The dollar stores in LA, different. They're different. You can get.
Are they like these are like industrial?
The dollar stores in LA, it costs $8.
They're just like nice. Like I like to keep them in my car. If you like have dirty hands, you like wipe your hands off and use hand sanitizer. Like that's pretty much all I use it for. Like I would never put that on my face.
Well, it's
we have different levels of care for our skin, like nobody's business.
Yeah,
that would not faze me in the slightest.
No. I take really good care of my skin because but like, okay, for some reason, men don't have to do shit to their skin. You could use 6-in-1 body wash on your face. If I did that to my face, it would fall off. My skin would just peel right off. I have to go to doctors to like, it took me so long to figure out a combination of products that like wouldn't make my skin like peel or just like break out. Like
I've been using that same orange bar.
You don't use a bar of soap, do you? Really?
Antibacterial.
You're a bar of soap guy.
1994, and it's always worked. My skin is fine. Never had an issue. Like
switch to the liquid.
That's it.
Come on, bar of soap.
No,
that doesn't work. That's not good. That's not.
I mean, it does, but I like.
Of course, it works.
You need a loofah. You need with the long thing, so you get.
I do have a loofah.
You use a loofah and a bar of soap.
Well, you don't use
Yeah,
the
you just
bar on
rub it
your
on.
body. You put it on the loofah, or you lather it,
Yeah.
and then you put it on.
That seems like a lot of extra steps.
You
Or you
rub
could
it
just
on
do this,
You rub it on the loofah for a second,
and then you're done.
Okay, there are people who straight up just use the bar and they
what's
don't.
going on?
Yeah, in prison.
There was a thing on TikTok where everyone was like, they were like, first off, you wash your legs, and I was like, oh my god, if it's a body
that's
part,
gross.
you
Yeah,
need
I
to
saw
wash
that
it.
one.
And then people are like, oh, I don't use like a washcloth or a loofah or whatever. Like if I shower at the gym and I'm just like rinse it, just getting the sweat off and stuff, that's not a full shower. I'm not bringing a washcloth to the gym, and I'll shower again when I get home. But like a full shower, you need a loofah, you need a washcloth, you need something.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I could shower after every time I went to the bathroom, I'd do that too.
But yeah,
like that's literally.
Yeah,
I'm with you on this.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one.
Someday.
Feel so left out.
Okay, I will send you the link of the one I have. It was really I'm pretty handy, but it was like really easy to set up, and it's nice. I've had it for like a year now.
I will have 0% chance of working.
$30.
That thing's gonna shoot me right in the face if I try to set that thing up myself.
No, it has a thing that you can like change the angle. So if you want like a full
swear to God,
you can just change the angle on it.
Not supposed to happen. Sounds like something that has to be made up. Had a buddy in the Army, walked right up there, said, "What is this?" Pushed the button, looking down into the bowl, and he took
season
a
8
squirt
season
right
18
to the
Ultimate
grill.
Fighter.
I'm like, you just gave yourself like 12
episode
STDs.
1.
Like
Timmy Gorman from Idaho.
You have pink eye for sure. That's what I told him. I said, you 100% have pink eye.
Like you have to, obviously you're gonna have to like get it with bleach and stuff, but like if you turn the dial backwards, it actually like runs water down the whole thing and like rinses it. So like after you use it, you just like immediately rinse it off. It's like nice. It's a nice one. It was like $30.
Yeah.
$30.
The ones in Japan are insane. Like,
yeah, those toilets are
no
like
joke. Like,
though.
You could push like male or female, and it would be like and move, and like it was insane.
Yeah,
like,
I think we've talked about
takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, you can buy those toilets here. They're just $10,000.
Hashtag goals.
See, what's wrong with us? Hashtag goals.
I know who. I'm sorry. Who is like? Why are we monopolizing?
Don't you want clean asses?
Right.
I feel like you'd sell a shit ton more if you just dropped the price.
Yeah,
listen,
we can 3D print anything now anyway.
Modern smart one piece.
Late-stage capitalism does not want us to be great, and they do not want us to be clean.
When it's all to have dirty asses.
I'm gonna fight the power and buy me a $10,000.
You had me at a McDonald's cold Sprite.
Oh man.
Yeah, it'll wake you up.
Do the Japanese make the best bidets, you think?
I think so.
McDonald's?
No,
the Japanese.
He said.
I was like, I don't know about that one. Japanese probably, yeah.
I would assume so.
They have these. You can go to like. I'm pretty sure you can even get them at like. I don't know if they have them in store, but I'm pretty sure you can go to like Home Depot's website and you can like order them.
Oh, you can get them on Amazon.
I forget what this toilet is called. But like sing you songs and stuff. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's fucking insane, dude. It's like do like your dryer turned off or some shit like that. It's horrible.
I'm buying one.
They also have cool eye drops. I don't know why I thought of that. Maybe it was the cold Sprite. Yeah, they have these eye drops that are like, I don't even know how to
menthol,
describe.
Right?
So yeah, they're like fucking putting a Newport out in your eye. But your eye, as soon as it's over, the initial shock will make you fucking freak out, like you think you're going to be Helen Keller. And then all of a sudden, it's like you have a mini air conditioner in the corner of your eyeball, and your eye just feels like ice cold and clean. It's super weird. But watching people panic, you could actually go to YouTube and put in probably Japanese eye drops reactions.
Wait a second.
And you'd see
you're setting
people
me up for
shitting their
something.
pants. Take Japanese eye drops is slang for that's you gotta go to Urban Dictionary first.
Not that. No,
Give
not
them
again.
Japanese eye drops.
Oh man. I'm not falling for that again.
Like Cat's like super pissed that this isn't all about him. He's just like
your cat. Your
cats
cat
are the worst.
eats coffee and donuts like a middle-aged police officer.
Cats are worth.
He does. I have donuts right now, and they're in the fridge because he will eat them. He loves donuts.
Go to coffee and donuts all the time. I see you bitching about that.
I don't know if you would do coffee, but he does like, oh, you know what? No, he does. He doesn't drink it though. He just knocks it over.
Nice.
Oh, see, cats are assholes.
Yeah, they are the worst. The dog's not going to just knock your shit over.
They're cool and all, but they're still assholes.
Yeah. I mean, if I cry, he'll come up and lick my tears. And it's like the sweetest thing. But like, yeah, I mean, I think that they're just like,
it loves your tears.
I love dogs. I love all animals. Dogs are dumb compared to cats. Cats are really smart. They hold grudges. Like if I
unconditional love.
If I piss him off, he's gonna like knock my coffee over. I just know he's going to.
Yeah, that's not a selling point.
We're good.
Yeah, it's not a selling point. Like right outside the shelter, if you piss him off, he'll knock over your coffee. Please adopt.
Yeah. If I'm sad, like they just know and they'll come up to me and they'll like come sit on my lap or like nuzzle my face or like if they need something, they'll come up and they'll paw at me and like meow.
They're sucking your happiness out of you.
No, my dog actually is pretty selective about what she does. She'll come up and hit me in the leg for certain things. We got a bell on the back door that she'll ring to go out, stuff like that. She's pretty intelligent and she's I always think that
that's smart.
Well, I always say fucking idiot. You should love like a dog. Dogs unconditionally love. They don't care about what you did. They only care about who you are in the moment. It's super cool.
Yeah, that's how you end up in like a 10-year bad relationship.
What'd you say, Gary?
If you could end up in like a 10-year bad relationship, you just love like a dog unconditionally.
Wait, what?
They're treating you like shit all the time and you just don't leave. It's not necessarily good.
Yeah, but a dog still runs away.
True. Cats have boundaries. Cats have like you have to respect.
Yeah, they'll come back.
True. My cats
with like
they
dead
run away,
things.
they come back because they know that like if we have you just have to respect like we both like they know my boundaries, I know theirs. Like we have a mutual thing. They're just like more complex personalities.
They'll
like
still
you just have to like
they'll still eat your eyes and cheeks as soon as you die.
They will. The second you die, and that's fine. If I die and they want to eat my eyeballs,
face.
that's fine.
I don't want to live with anything that will eat my eyeballs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't need them. I'm dead.
I put them. They're already on my driver's license for somebody else. Why do I give a fuck if it goes to?
What if you're just sleeping really good one day and you're finally dead and they start eating your eyeballs? And but they might not know. They think you're just like out.
No, they wait till you're dead. They wait till you're dead. But it's like if you go, okay, they take your eyes out and
I want mine open
before they like sew your eyes shut.
Yeah. I want mine open too.
Open.
Like,
one with an 8 ball, the other with a $.
You want your eyes open?
Yeah, that's the shit right there.
I know that's what
they make
no
those.
explanation whatsoever. No explanation. Just like grandma walks up there, how's she doing, and just looks down in there and she sees like a character from a James Bond, like a knockoff with 2 weird eyes.
Or like 90s gangster Taz.
A 90s Taz.
Yes, that's what I want.
What's the cat's name again?
See, this is my cat, Charlie.
Charlie. See, back to Japan, they name their animals like American names, like for people a lot of times. Like you'll be in the park and they'll be like, Chris, come here, Chris.
Bill.
And you're like, what the Mark?
I love like adult names for cats. So he's Charlie or Charles, whatever I feel like calling him. My other one is named Lisa, which is a Japanese name. It means like blooming flower in the sand or something. She's like squirrel vibes. Honestly, she's a strange cat. Like her, she's a good cat. But yeah. This is Charlie's house, and I'm very just like thankful that he lets me live here. And like
that's the difference between cat and dog.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Of course, because you feed him and clean up his mess. Same thing with dogs.
Yeah.
We think we're like so high on the evolutionary chain.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I think cats are a little easier to take care
of. Yeah. Especially if you get that like automatic litter box.
I mean, you know what? I won't get those because sometimes they go too fast.
Oh, I thought like it was just spinning poop in there like 100 miles an hour, like a dryer.
Like, it just starts throwing it everywhere.
No,
like an angry monkey.
There's like a rake.
Oh.
There's like a rake that comes out and then it pulls everything into like a compartment. Sometimes they'll get their toes because when cats go, like sometimes they're in there for a second because they like cover it up or whatever, even if it's on an automatic one. So it's like some people were having issues with them like getting their toes run over.
The one that pops up on my TikTok feed looks like a dryer for cat litter. So that's why I laughed. As soon as you said it, the one that goes in like a circle, as soon as you said it went fast, all I can picture is your cat in there rolling around with some poo. Angry, just angry doing circles. That's a design flaw.
Or to get flung out of there.
Yeah.
Have we talked about the Detroit slide on this show yet? We were going to, and then we didn't.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
the
that is
one
my favorite thing.
Belle Isle. Yeah, they had this big slide, and people were just like bouncing on it. But apparently, there was nothing wrong with the slide. It was just like people were going down it wrong.
The videos.
That's what I heard.
I don't know. There's an error.
The videos.
Like,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know which other way you're supposed to go down it, but there should have been an instructional
I gotta
manual.
tell you, it's got to be a viral thing just because I haven't seen anybody come down that thing other than getting their head hit so hard like they don't know adjectives anymore. Because the people that fucking hit that thing are like, it's not like a little hit.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing.
No.
Like, so,
Yeah.
I want to watch that today. Makes me happy. It's like white people, black people, Mexicans, all getting along, just getting their ass kicked by the same slide.
Humans are
on that
not
day.
too bright. If you see 5 people go down that thing and fucking knock themselves senseless, why would you jump on another fucking slide of piece of burlap and give it a whirl?
Oh yeah, they just think it's not gonna happen to me. 7 in a row, spitting out chiclets. Not gonna happen to me though.
Fucking teeth.
Oh, is that it? Spit. Oh, that's the podcast name.
Oh, is it really?
Chiclets. If that's used, I quit life.
We have so much fluoride in our water. A lot of us have, I have really good teeth, really hard teeth. I've been hit in the face a couple times, never lost a tooth, knock on wood. But we have so much fluoride in our water that we all have really strong teeth. So I'm sure
I grew up in buttfuck Florida with a well, so no fluoride in this fucking third eye. But definitely had to go get braces at 46. So what does that tell you?
Look, I've never had a cavity.
Yeah, that's because your teeth are crooked, not because they're bad though. Like that's just sometimes they come out crooked. It's not like they're unhealthy.
The Army took a few. They don't like to. They don't play the long game. Hey, we'll fill it, let it hang out for a little while. They're like, yeah, this one looks mildly fucked up. We're just gonna dank it and just leave you with an empty spot. At least that's what they used to do.
Yeah, the number one cause of suicide in prisons is toothaches, not life in jail or being assaulted. It's tooth pain is the number one reason people kill themselves in prison.
One of the highest levels of pain. The military will not let you deploy if you have a certain category issue with a tooth, like a future cavity or some shit, or a cavity that could cause you a problem because it'll debilitate you. You'll hit the ground. You can't run around if you've got a toothache.
Yeah.
Think about Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah. That's how you dodge the draft these days. Just fuck your teeth up.
Just start eating candy real young so you don't have to join the army.
Yeah. And
that's
so
genetics.
Much candy. Never had a cavity.
It's gotta be genetic.
I've had very few cavities and I eat candy for most meals.
No, it's not.
I didn't used to.
Yeah, I love candy. I'm constantly, and I chew on suckers constantly. I have a big bowl of suckers right there looking at me in the face.
I can't
and after I'm done here, I'm going to chew on a sucker.
Mine's Warheads.
Yeah, I'm in it for about a good minute. And then after that, I'm fucking done with it. And I'm going to crunch the shit out of it and risk breaking my back teeth real quick so I can move on.
Yeah. No risk, no reward.
So when I go to parties and stuff, I'm a little socially awkward. I don't know, I'm just weird. I'm a little bit of a weird girl. So I'll bring suckers with me to parties. And I'll just sit there with a sucker in my mouth. So it's not weird if I'm not talking. It's it's what I use for my social anxiety.
Also, people won't offer you any other drugs or anything because they're going to think you're on fucking fentanyl or something.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, Molly Pop.
Oh, yeah, they think you're on Molly already, probably, if you just have a sucker for no reason as an adult.
People come up to me, they'll be like, where'd you get that? They'll be
7-Eleven.
I want you to pull out, remember the old, cigarette containers that fold open and you'd pull out one cigarette? You need a lollipop container that you pop open and you pull out one lollipop and you can make that your thing.
Yeah, no. I always roll up to parties with suckers.
Not me, I'm sucker free.
Check this out. This is my new thing.
I always do.
I got the switch code for my beer.
I was waiting for that to come out. As soon as you segued right into that.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
Speaking of that.
It came out of a joke. We were laughing about it, so I had to order a couple. I even have a butterfly knife one.
That's cool. Actually, honestly, I would get one of those. Comb out my extensions.
Yeah, you get you just go and hold it there and be like,
yeah, that doesn't go fuck up your extensions.
Yeah, I can do knife tricks.
You just got to practice and be willing to hurt yourself.
No, you use the back side of the blade. I tried to explain that.
Yeah.
I always nick my finger. Doesn't matter. I'm a bleeder too. Like I get the tiniest little cut in my finger, blood
It sounds
everywhere.
like a threat to a
I'll get a
bully.
paper cut, and
You better watch out.
It's
I'm
like
a
shocking
bleeder.
amount of blood. I have extra.
Yeah. It's just getting all over you too, buddy.
Are you a hemophiliac or whatever it's called?
If I have any cut on my body, it will bleed for an obnoxious amount of time.
No hemophilia?
No, but like even when I go and like get like blood drawn or whatever, even they're like, oh my god, because it's just like I think what it is.
You're like that last brat on the grill that as soon as that hasn't been popped yet, and you touch it with the barbecue fork, and it's like that first shot that comes out.
Literally, I will. Like you'll put a needle in my arm, it'll spray. Like I think what it is though is I have a really naturally high heart rate, so my blood just like pumps really hard. I guess I don't know. I've always had a really high heart rate. Like my resting heart rate is like 110.
Shit.
Yeah, it always has.
I thought mine was bad.
Yeah, I've always had a high heart rate, and I've always had really low blood pressure. Work? Yeah, which is a really weird combo.
Like, well, I mean, you can't really move blood around. It's at maximum retention at all given time.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's like
squeezing a balloon animal.
Yeah. Yeah. So like when I go and get my blood pressure done, it takes like 7 tries because my blood pressure is always so low. But then like my heart rate's always like, are you okay? Are you nervous? Like,
are you alive?
Are you a lot of caffeine today? Which also was part of the problem. Oh my God, you guys want to hear a crazy story? I think I might have talked about this on the podcast because this was around that time. So I kept pissing my pants, not even kidding. Literally kept pissing my pants. Go to the doctor. I'm like, oh my God, my kidneys are failing. My liver's shutting down. And he's like, okay, well, let's like look at everything first. He's like, how much caffeine do you drink in a day? I was drinking 700 to 900 milligrams of caffeine a day. I was just overdosing on caffeine and peeing my pants.
How much caffeine is that?
And so he's like, okay, like, that's
I don't know. What do you
Red Bulls? Like I drink tea throughout the day and then like a couple coffees. It's really not as much caffeine as it sounds like. It was like 2 or 3 Red Bulls, like a cup or 2 of coffee, and then like a couple.
Yeah, but it's a ratio thing. I could imagine if I handed you a 5th of vodka and handed, somebody that was 6'4", weighed 250 pounds, a 5th of vodka. Let's go ahead and do the measurement.
Yeah.
What's the ratio of vodka to blood or caffeine to blood in you?
Plus my shift.
You drink 3 Red Bulls.
So literally, so then he was like, okay, so you got to like cut it down. He's like, can you do like 150, 200 milligrams like a day? And I was like, yeah. I went through withdrawals. I was like sweating on my bathroom floor, like throwing up and stuff from caffeine withdrawal. I still if I go a day and I don't have any caffeine at all, I get really sick still.
I get headaches.
Like, you get the headaches, the withdrawal, yeah.
Yeah, I keep it at 150. I don't go above 150. Like, I'll do a couple cups of tea and, like, either a cup of coffee or a Red Bull. I don't do both.
It would take peeing my pants for me to cut back on my caffeine intake. Like, that's the only way it's happening.
Yeah, I was like, and then I tell everyone the story. It is kind of funny because I was like straight up just like an adult woman. I'd call my mom and be like, oh my God, Mom, I pissed my pants. She'd be like, what is wrong with you? I don't know.
Been there.
It's just like, yeah. So anyway, it's really bad for your kidneys to drink that much caffeine.
We generally have the problem of accidentally putting it away too early. That's always the worst.
Yeah.
If you do that, you can end up with like an inordinate amount of wetness on the front of your pants. It's not a good situation. It's not a good look.
Yeah. Well,
especially in khakis.
Well, I don't wear khakis, so I don't have that issue.
Yeah, I'm not working at T-Mobile.
I don't either. I don't work at Best Buy, but
I do like a khaki cargo. I'm a fan of the khaki cargo. Maybe not for men, but
there are a lot of 40-year-old dads out there that we're going to be like, woo!
I mean, I meant for me. Like, I wear a lot of I'll wear camo cargo pants. Look, women get to wear cargo pants because we don't have pockets normally. Okay, so like when I wear cargo pants, I'm like, no purse today, pocket for everything, snacks, whatever.
I want to start carrying a purse, honestly.
You can.
I don't understand why I can't carry a purse. Phone's
why do you
want
to carry that shit around? Just get a smaller phone. Now you have to have a whole purse because your phone's big. Like that's like a lot.
Well, it's not just a purse.
No, I just mean all this
shit. All my shit, right? Like I have to have in my purse right now, I have a hairbrush because I have extensions. So I have a little mini hairbrush. I need to get like a little, well, it's a boar hairbrush, so they probably don't make that in a knife comb. And then I have my like ADD, like narcolepsy meds. Then I have.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you had narcolepsy.
Yeah, it's true.
I forgot all about that.
There's a really nice Adderall shortage now too, which is like really awesome for me. Really hard to get. So I just switched medications. That sucks.
Well, I'm asking you what you switched to.
I switched to
a little HIPAA shit
or something. Concerta. I switched to Concerta, not Contempla. I think that's.
I'm on a non-stimulant one, whichever one that is.
No, I need. It's not enough. They gave me like a week's supply, and they're like, just see how you do. And it's like, I'm like, we need to triple this. I have like a freakishly high drug tolerance. Like my grandma was the same way. Like even anesthesia.
Well,
like
your blood is pumping.
True.
It's being processed very quickly. Like, I mean, if it's pumping, it's also going through your liver and shit at Mach 1.
Look, I got a liver of champions. So
I think I pulled my parachute cord at the last second. Like I know that I was seconds from like cirrhosis and death and everything in between. And then I just stopped.
Yeah.
Come out.
I mean, I typically don't drink very much. I've been doing like Bloody Mary Sundays, just because I like them, but I don't drink very often or very much usually. But like any medication I'm prescribed, I always have to have like the maxed out dose because otherwise it doesn't. Like I can take Benadryl, I can take 2 Benadryls and I can just like function.
It's that shit knocks me out.
I'll forget I took it.
Fast.
No, it does not. It doesn't even make me not even a little bit tired. Not even like, I'll take it before I like in the morning. Like if I wake up, my allergies are bad, I'll just take a Benadryl in the morning.
It's the only thing that works for my allergies though. All the other shit doesn't work at all.
Same. I can't take Zyrtec. It makes me jittery.
That's funny coming from somebody who's complaining about it. An Adderall shortage.
No, it makes you know how some medication will make you like want to rip your skin off. I get like that where I'm like like uncomfortable, and it doesn't do enough for me to be able to like tolerate.
If you give me prednisone, I will punch an infant and eat a couch cushion. Like legitimately.
I'm definitely gonna lace your shit with that next time.
Steroids make me. I wig out on steroids. I don't like.
I can't do it. I lose my shit.
Puffy. My face gets like, and I'm like pissed. I get really angry on steroids. I get really
angry at marshmallow face.
I'm gonna use that excuse.
Yeah.
Get roid off of prednisone.
Yeah, I get like super puffy.
like I have roid rage.
But I like, have
prednisone
on cheeks when I am pissed. Yeah. And also too, it like makes my skin look see-through. Like my skin looks weird.
Your descriptions are amazing because I'm now seeing like like that squid at 20,000
exactly what I was picturing somehow.
Sea level or whatever, that you can see all its organs.
Yeah, literally, like you'll look at my skin looks like paper thin. It's like weird. I'm like, I don't want to see the shit under my skin. It's under there for a reason. That's under for a reason. So hard to gross me out. The only thing that really grosses me out is like seeing and feeling the things under my skin, like feeling my own pulse. I'll gag. When I get my blood pressure done, I'm like disgusting. But like
you're a circus when you sit down at the fucking doctor's office, aren't you? Like you can't take your blood pressure. They got 4 people in there with a machine. You're dry heaving.
They'll go in to like draw my blood. The needle doesn't bother me. The blood doesn't bother me. But the second they put the tourniquet on, I'm like, that's disgusting. I'm like, take that shit off. Yeah. I'm like, I have.
It's weird how we work though.
Yeah. It's just like feeling things move under my skin freaks me out. But like nothing else does. Like if I were to take someone else's blood pressure, doesn't bother me. If if you got like, if I saw someone who was in like, I don't know, bad shape, like if I saw someone who just got hit by a car, that wouldn't gross me out. Like if I saw,
I understand.
If someone pukes, I don't care. You know, like there's very little that grosses me out, but it like except my own like pulse and just things in my skin.
Everybody's got weird things. Like mine is like, I can't write with a pencil. I'm pretty sure that's what fucked up my entire childhood school-wise, because I have all of these autistic fucking things that I didn't know I had.
Yeah.
Like it would literally, I would have to make noises while I wrote and they'd be like, you have to use pencil.
Sound?
But it makes my like skin crawl and like, and It's the feeling.
It's
It's
a
the
rash on my hands.
Fucks me up. Like I had no idea. You want to torture me, put me in a small room with a number 2 pencil and tell me to write sentences.
Oh,
I'll shoot myself.
I love pencils.
No. Yeah, just like weird stuff. But like in general, I do not get grossed out at all.
I get grossed out a lot.
It's pretty hard to do. Do you?
Yeah, Gary gets grossed out.
Like if I have to have surgery, I will watch the surgery.
I just want to have the surgery
first. If someone I know is having surgery and wants me to describe it to them, like my mom had her knee replaced, I was like, oh, I'll watch it for you.
You're not even getting him to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. Like, I have a real problem with airports even. Like, fuck, do you know Midway has fucking carpet in their bathrooms that's really old? What the fuck?
That's disgusting. When I was a real estate agent, I saw that a lot. And like older people saw it was a thing in the 70s. And
that's how old that shit is.
I hate carpet. Carpet's actually very
if that carpet could talk.
Like
I like a rug because I can take it out and I can get it cleaned. Or I can clean it myself.
I can gross you out. If somebody wrung that carpet out over a glass and then drank it, you'd be a little bit grossed out.
I don't know if you heard like my Instagram stories, but I had a cat have liver failure and die in my arms this week. And when that happens,
that's not good.
It's pretty gross. And that I really gagged when that happened. Yeah, because there's a lot of leaking happening.
No.
I'll spare you.
All over me. Oh God, I hate cats enough already. They're even worse when they're leaking.
We just got canceled.
Yeah. And rigor mortis when an animal is like, this was an animal I rescued.
7 years.
How old is this cat?
No, when you're starving, apparently.
You have it all the way to rigor mortis. There's a problem.
Well, no, I like set it down and then I had to get
I'm joking.
The stuff. But like when you're starving, because he like starved to death, unfortunately. I didn't have him for very long, but I tried to like keep him from dying.
Poor thing.
But like the rigor mortis set in really quick and he got like, I don't know, do you guys want me to say it? It's really good. He got like really stiff and hard, like almost immediately. Yeah. Like he like immediately went cold. And then when I went to like put him in a box for like animal control to come take him, he was like a board. I was like,
I would not.
He was already dehydrated.
Yeah, I kept him very hydrated. And actually, I was talking to someone and I think that was a mistake because apparently when you die, it's a lot nicer to go if you're dehydrated. And that's part of the reason why they don't keep people super hydrated in hospice. Huh. That's another thing I learned. Yeah, apparently it's like...
I don't want to die thirsty.
Apparently you go easier.
I understand that, but the thought of having a dry mouth on the way out the door.
So the day he passed, we were starting like I got that gel you put on your finger, you stick in their mouth, and it's a high calorie gel because he was too weak to force feed. And then that was the day that he passed. So
you're a great person just for giving that cat, some kind of love on the way out the door.
He was someone's pet. Like he wasn't just a stray. Like he was someone's pet, and he'd only been on the streets for a couple days, meaning that whoever owned him starved him and also blinded him. Like he was blinded in someoone's possession. And he was like he was the sweetest guy. He came up to me while I was sitting outside reading and just was crying. So I got him water and I cleaned him, and then I couldn't get him to eat. And then my friends fostered him for me. And I dropped a lot of money on this cat. I couldn't, he was too far gone. His kidneys and liver were already shutting. And he was blinded, so I couldn't see in his eyes how bad his liver was.
He had those Chinese philosopher eyes.
Their eyes get really yellow. Yeah, so I couldn't tell how bad it was, but yeah. So I had him for only 2 days.
Well, you gave him a good ending, I guess.
Yeah. He was clean. Look, he died clean. He died in a house, not outside. He wasn't murdered by LA street cats. And he, because that was my worry. I was like, and this cat's on the street.
Heathcliff's gang.
The street cats literally on my street. Oh my God. They are violent. I've seen them fight giant raccoons and shit.
I lived on a dairy as a kid, and there's tons of cats around a dairy. Yeah. And those fucking things will fight and scream like nobody's business. They will.
a street cat or a barn cat, like that was raised like that, and a house cat that got outside. No.
Oh yeah, your house cat's screwed.
No chance. I was like I found him and I like did not leave his side. I was like, these street cats on my street, if they find this cat, he's done. Like they'll see. Like I didn't even want to bring the cat into my house because I was like, my cats are gonna like bully him. That's why I didn't.
It's one of those cats that look at their feet when they step on grass.
Yeah, he was too sad. My cats used to be little Detroit street cats. So like while they are like pampered house cats, they can fight. I've seen them fight. I was like, no. I was like, this is a sensitive little house cat, and I am not putting him in that situation. And also, I didn't want to stress out my cats. And also,
I keep seeing Heathcliff. All I keep seeing is after you said Detroit house cat or whatever, or street cat, all I keep thinking of that cartoon from back in the 80s, Heathcliff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been drawing a lot of those lately.
I wasn't around in the 80s, so I don't know.
I know. Don't rub it in.
Yeah, both my cats were like, Misa was found as a kitten, like just roaming around. Charlie, I think, was abandoned as a really young kitten from a family, but he was found on the streets with a litter of kittens.
Gangster.
People are awful, dude. They just leave their
people are so mean, but they're
like when I see those like people that drop off a dog at the shelter that was their dog for like 6 years and they like surrender it or whatever. I'm like, no. Like after that, it's a family member and you work your life around it. You just have to.
And yeah, the upsetting thing is like a lot of times those they just end up putting them down.
Well, let's end on a really high note.
Yeah, instead of
I think that's a great place to end. In the arms of the angel. Whatever it is, like fucking like a really bad commercial for rescuing animals. Honestly, this is a good time to say something like that. You should rescue animals.
Yeah, you should. And you should have empathy towards living creatures and all living things.
I see those hospice ones. That's the one I couldn't do.
I'm like, yeah, I couldn't and love other animals, and my cat's like gnawing on my arm.
I'm telling you, going for the eyes and cheeks only. That's where they start. Better hope. Dude, always fun hanging out with you, Sarah. I appreciate you. You're always a friend of the show. Always welcome.
Yeah, it was good. It was
always
good
is. Yeah, you got anything you want to ask?
I did watch some of your TikTok, and I have the exact same idea about reality shows on Spirit flights. I talk about it all the time. I have chaos on every flight I take, especially if it's Spirit or Frontier. My friend's a pilot for Spirit, and I constantly tell her how they need a show on those airlines, except their airline will go out of business.
Yeah.
Just make it a reality TV.
Reality TV has lost relatability, and that is why I don't like to watch it. And it's like, put those billionaires on a Spirit flight.
Or anybody.
That's what I want to see.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody. But I do like the idea of putting somebody that would just absolutely hate being on Spirit.
Yeah. Imagine putting, Kim Kardashian and like Kendall Jenner on a Spirit flight
I do it to Tampa to Vegas. I had to do I didn't even make it. It's my worst nightmare.
That's where I'm at. He has to fly here.
I won't do it. I'll drive before I do that. I'm like 16 hours.
Yeah.
I'll drive it. That's fine. But you're from Ohio.
I tried to
it's a Midwest thing.
Go on Frontier, and it just didn't work. They wouldn't let me on the plane. Like they overbooked it by 7 seats, and then they offered me an alternative out a direct flight to Tampa. Their alternative was a 2-stop, 14-hour flight to Orlando the next day. And they're like, we can't give you a refund because we gave you an alternative. I'm like, fuck, what are you talking about? Like, I ordered filet mignon and you throw a fucking Burger King hamburger at me and you're like, that's the same thing? Like, no, you don't get to do that.
Yeah. No, I'm very loyal to Delta, and Delta, like, I almost exclusively fly Delta, I always get upgraded. It's
about that lounge life.
It's always, I have Sky Lounge privileges. Like, if I can't fly Delta, then I drive. And if I can't drive and I don't go that far,
but I'm close. Like, I will pay to go in the lounge even if I'm not.
I don't mind driving.
I got to the point, I was like, this isn't worth it. Which is not worth it. And like Spirit has all these like hidden fees. It's going to be the worst 5 hours of your life. You're like,
it feels like 40.
And it's only 5 hours. I can listen to my own music, fart it up, ride in my car, do whatever the hell I want. Nobody's going to bother me until I get to my destination. By the time I wake up early,
I would rather drive everywhere. I'm actually getting ready to drive back to Michigan. So yeah, I would rather drive than fly.
I love it. We're going to Hilton Head this weekend. We're going to drive there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, like Tybee Island area.
That's cool.
It's 6 hours, 6 hours from
Yeah,
here.
that's like nothing.
Which isn't bad at all.
And imagine if you were going to go fly. It'd be like longer because you're like, oh, I got to get to the airport 3 hours early. And then you can only pack certain things. And then it's like.
Exactly.
And then it's like you have to do all this packing and shit. Like if you drive, you literally just give yourself an hour, 30 minutes, pack your car, and then you just go.
I didn't used to mind flying. I used to actually enjoy it. Now, it, like,
same.
People lost their goddamn minds. It was always bad, but now it's just so bad.
Can't do it. I'll be in jail.
Also, LAX, flying out of LAX is kind of insufferable.
I try to do JetX out of Burbank.
No.
That's the only way I go to LA anymore.
Yeah, but it's so much more expensive to fly to Burbank.
Actually, I can't say it on air. I'll tell you after. There's a rule about this.
Okay.
Yeah, wait.
All
right. Well, we'll take that secret into the show.
I'll take it to the grave.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Gary, appreciate you too, brother. Remember, everybody, be cool and keep learning. What's up, academics? This episode is sponsored by Podpage. Build a beautiful podcast website in 5 minutes. Automatically create a beautiful listener-friendly podcast site from your RSS feed. So you can import your RSS feed into this site and it automatically generates everything for you. Puts in your artwork, puts in your show notes, puts in all those links, your guest info, everything right there. You get to customize the design to create a professional look that you'll be proud of in a few clicks. You don't have to have a coding background. You don't have to have technical knowledge. This is all plug and play. Choose the design you like, fit and tailored to your brand, the right colors, the right layout, so many different things to choose from. The templates are endless. If you're a beginner, then go to Podpage and find the most organized way to create and monetize your show using the easiest templates. Start out on the right foot. And for veterans, have you been looking for a way to streamline your workflow and focus on what matters, the content or your listeners? Then go to Podpage. Plug in your RSS and preview your site for free. No more WordPress and YouTube videos to figure out what else needs to be integrated. Not only will you get the best centralized podcast website, you're going to also find all the missed opportunities for monetization, branding, and critical integrations at the click of a mouse. Whether you want to start a new show or take your existing one to a whole new level, Podpage is the best source to create your site. There are 3 tiers to choose from: free, basic, and pro. Basic gets you that custom domain. Free gets your feet wet. And then, of course, pro, that's where you engage your listeners. So get out there, go to thetragedyacademy.com, click on the sponsors tab, and help support the show by clicking the Podpage link and purchasing your new site today. And remember, academics, be cool and keep learning.